Good people, my name is Dr. Rose M. I am a guidance and counseling consultant, and I welcome you to the Safe Happy Life channel, where matters teen parenting and counseling psychology are laid bare. Are you new here? Welcome, feel at home. Are you a family member, a regular? Welcome, and let us enjoy this show today. Today we are talking about youth or young people and drugs. But I don't want to talk about the normal drug use abuse story that we have had over and over again. I want us to talk about youth drugs staycations. Interesting. Please watch to the end. And we start by some statistics where we refer to the National Protocol for Treatment of Substance Use Disorders in Kenya by the Ministry of Health, which placed which states that half of the drug users are aged between 10 years. Imagine 10 years and 19 years in the country. And the commonly used drugs in the country are nicotine, alcohol, and cannabis. And to mention yet another study by one Musyoka and others, who did a study on alcohol and abuse among first-year students in one of the Kenyan universities. That is, they wanted to find out the prevalence and patterns. States that among first-year students in this particular university, 22% of the first-year students were using alcohol, 8% were using cannabis, and 7% were on tobacco. And yet another 13% were using all of them. This is polysubstance use or polysubstance abuse. This is combining cannabis, tobacco, and alcohol. To put this study by Musyoka and others into perspective, we are simply saying that 1 in every 5 first-year students, you imagine yourself counting 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth one is using alcohol. And 1 out of every 10 or thereabout are using cannabis. And 13% of the first-year students are using cannabis, tobacco, and alcohol combined. These are not good statistics for our youths. This clearly brings out the connection between the earlier mentioned document by the Ministry of Health that places 10 to 19 years as the highest or half of the drug users in the country, and this study which takes the study a little higher to the tertiary institution or to the university level. My conversation today, I called it Youth and Drugs Staycations. What is this? How does it happen? We have an emerging trend in the community, and I want to talk about Nairobi because that is the city or the town I am familiar with. We have 2 scenarios where, number 1, parents own a home in Nairobi, which is very nice. It is fulfilling. It is every parent's dream to stop paying rent and you live in your own home. Then along the way, the father is transferred and the mother is transferred. They leave the home to the children because they cannot keep moving with the children all over. Some of these children are going to school. They are in college. So while the parents are away working, these youths or these young people turn their home into a youth drug staycation, where youths congregate to smoke, for sex orgies, for all manner of substance abuse and use. The other scenario is where parents have built a home in Nairobi and they have retired and gone back to the rural areas. They are very happy living, knowing that their college-going children are going to have a home where they will not be paying rent, and all the parents will need to do is to keep sending money for food, money for other provisions, and of course, fare to school. These young adults turn their home into a youth drug staycation, where they invite their like-minded and like-behaved friends for days on end celebrations. Now, these homes, on the outlook, they look very innocent, and children going in and out, you will never suspect anything is going on inside there. It is it is very far from the normal or the usual that youth who are using drugs go to back streets, incomplete buildings, street arrays, back street. This is where we used to seeing them, but these ones are in a nice home, nice family home, and they can be there for days on end. They just keep sending for the alcohol, they send for the drugs, and a little food if they must eat. Now, this is a serious situation, because what happens is there is a chain reaction. Their friends who may still be living with their parents in Nairobi keep leaving their home in the morning in the pretext of going to school, but they don't get to school. They actually go to these drugs staycations. And they can be there from morning till evening. And of course, the parents will have provided them with fare and some money for lunch, most probably. So they use this money to pool funds or to fundraise for the drugs, for the alcohol that is used by the other youths in this particular home. And this can go on and on until the end of the university or college time, where a parent expects there is graduation and no graduation comes, where a parent expects that my child has been going to school every morning and nothing happens. So these two scenarios are worrying because they are hidden and they are causing a lot of harm and damage to our youths, to our teens, to our young adults. Now, I want to ask these young adults, are you one of them that is trapped in this kind of scenario? Please seek help quickly. You get out of that situation, because I can assure you, your life is worth much more than that staycation of laughter, of drugs, of friendship, of friends that you stay with in that particular home. Your health is much more important than those drugs that keep devaluing your health, your liver, your lungs, your every part of you, and they devalue also your mental faculties. Please, young person, please, son, please, daughter, seek help. Run out of those staycations, because they are going to mess you totally. And those of young people who are the hosts and hostesses in these staycations, please do what you would do if your parents were in that home. It is said that character is doing what is right when no one is watching. Please give me your comments. Let us help our young people. Let us help our youths. Let us help our future generations. Thank you very much. Please subscribe. God bless you.